Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. It's 2023, and it will probably be just as bad as last year, but we'll grin and bear it. It happens. I hope you guys enjoyed last year and New Year, new stuff, new videos from moi. But yeah, another update, really. This time there's only 5 movies this time, but there's also one little project I've done personally to pass the time. Um, so I might as well just show it off right now. This is a proof of concept of a VHS of Waking Sleeping Beauty. So, for those who don't know, Waking Sleeping Beauty was a documentary released back in 2009, and it was directed by Don Hahn. For you animation fans, you probably know him as the director of many legendary films from Disney. He joined the company in the 80s, and hell, he's kind of there to this day. His most recent work is with the company with Inside the Walt Disney Archives, which is also on Disney Plus. Um, it's one of my absolute favorite documentaries, animation documentaries as a whole, along with the Pixar story and Frank and Ollie. I also recommend Walt and Dolly. That one's a really good one. The movie is available on DVD from under Buena Vista, released later in 2010. But I'm only going to stop from the packaging, as Disney will probably kill me if I go and burn it onto a tape, because Mouse House. But anyway, here's the tape itself. Well, the packaging itself, taken directly from its theatrical poster. I also added the THX certification logo, just as sweeten the deal. As it is under Buena Vista, I put it under the Buena Vista name. I tried to make the back cover as similar to the back cover of the DVD. In fact, the credits here are taken directly from one of the theatrical posters. As a cassette. But yeah, that's pretty much it, really. I'm really happy how it turned out, considering. But yeah, this is a little project I work on. Hope you guys liked it. But now let's get into the actual movies this time. The first one, the original VHS Full Metal Jacket. Well, yes and no. The artwork here I personally had to remake. The tape itself was perfectly fine. The cover art and the slipcover as a whole was in terrible shape. If you remember, I own the DVD and VHS of it as part of the Stanley Kubrick collection. I shall show you, because I have the DVD with me at the moment. Of course, here's the DVD. The VHS I have somewhere around here. But yeah, here's the VHS. Came out back in 1988. The film came out in 1987. Of course, directed by the legendary Stanley Kubrick, the director of Clockwork Orange. Let me see. Clockwork Orange, The Shining. This here is my personal favorite of his films. It's just wonderful. Tried to make it as similar to the original as possible. But like I said, the tape inside, if I can open this case, good lord, is its original. Although mine is a little bit of a later print from October 5th, 1989. But yeah, Full Metal Jacket. The next one I actually gotten from a personal friend, believe it or not. Rambo First Blood Part 2. I haven't seen any of the Rambo films. I know its existence. I know it has a large impact. It's one of Sylvester Stallone's most notable works, alongside Cliff and Rocky. And personally, Ants. That one DreamWorks film. I'm so happy to owning it, too. I always liked HBO's original VHSs. Came with these thick cases. They're built like bricks. I love these things. Here we got the tape itself. And it has a week and year code of the 54th week of, I guess, 1985. 1985, 1995. Probably 85. And the last VHS here Harriet the Spy. I'm sorry if I cannot get this out of frame. Let me see if I can move back the camera. There we go. Better. So this is Nickelodeon's first feature film. Came out in 1996. Also starring what's her name? Rosie O'Donnell. I'm sorry. Um, I mostly know her as Betty from the Flintstones. So good for me. Good for me. Um, this was also released in late '96. Um, what's notable here is that it pretty much has many of the things you expect from a Nickelodeon VHS release. Um, Full-on orange case, check. Um, Pretty crazy looking, patch design, check. And of course, we cannot forget orange tape, which is pretty much expected. But yeah, here's the cassette and label. And mine is a little bit of a later print from the fourth week of 1997. If I can finally get the clamshell edition of Good Burger, that'll be good. Here's the only DVD I was able to get. The Sounds of Music, the 40th Anniversary Edition, released in 2005 by 20th Century Fox, now of course known as 20th Century Studios. Of course, this is Rodgers and Hammerstein's most popular film. He made a lot of other films too, like Oklahoma. Hell, that's actually... Oh wait, they did The King and I. They also did a TV presentation of Cinderella. But this is definitely their most notable works. Released in 1965 by Julie Andrews, this film not only became a hit with critics, but also became the first feature film to gross over $100 million, as this film ran in a 4-year theatrical period, believe it or not. This is a great set, though. Has a lot of great bonus features, audio commentaries, featurettes, interviews, galleries, trailers, and of course a restoration comparison. And the restoration on here, for its time, it looks great. I bet the Blu-ray I bet it's on 4K. I'm not sure, but I bet the Blu-ray is probably better. Anyway, here is disc number 1. Oops. And disc number 2. Of course, insert here basically talks most of the bonus features and a little read up about the production. On the back, you got the usual scene selection. Yeah, 60 chapters. Go figure. And the last movie we have is on Blu-ray. Well, movies. I never expected to find this, but I'm really happy I am. Wayne's World 1 and 2, the 2-movie collection. Now, Wayne's World, I probably didn't talk about this much. It's some of my favorite films from the 90s. They're just wonderful. I mean, I will admit, Wayne's World 2 is not as good, but it's still loads of fun. But you can't go wrong with the original. Over 20 years later, these films are just lots of fun. They were separately released on Blu-ray. Let me actually look at the copyrights. In 2017, from the copyrights I'm able to see here. This release, this 2-movie set came out in 2018. If I can show the spine here, Jesus. As of what it comes with, it pretty much contains the interviews that it had on their DVD counterparts and the commentaries from said directors. But just the fact having them both here at once is wonderful. And I probably have it this way anyway, considering, it's Wayne's World. You can't go wrong. It's one of Mike Myers' most popular roles. The Love Guru. Let me see. The Love Guru, Austin Powers, freaking Shrek. Like, Jesus. As it is a Paramount release, it is a blue disc. Same with Wayne's World 2. Oh, well. And that's it for today's update. Hope you guys enjoyed it, even though it was rather small. Until then, hope you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, along with many other social media. I also like to announce that I am doing illustrated commissions. Head to my Twitter account in order to get some info on that. Until then, I hope you guys see you next time. Till then, stay safe.